In this video, we are going to be going over problem number 2 of the metric conversion task cards. 9 7/10 grams equals how many centigrams? In order to convert this problem, we must first remind ourselves of the sentence we memorized to help know the metric prefixes. King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk will help us remember the prefixes involved in the metric system. In this particular example, we will be dealing with grams and centigrams, so we know we're dealing with weight. So our base unit is going to be grams. I'm going to fill that in the middle. So I'm recreating the King Henry mnemonic device, but I'm going to make it in a chart here. In this chart, we can think about it as if we can think about the relationship between the metric conversion and our base 10 number system to help make these conversions easy. So grams is our base unit, and then all those other prefixes we memorized are going to get attached to gram. So we have a kilogram, hectogram, King Henry, doesn't, decagram, and then the base unit, usually gram, drink, decigram, chocolate, centigram, and milk, milligram. Notice how I attached each of those prefixes to the base unit gram. Now, in order to go from gram to centigram, we need to first find those in our chart. So here is gram, and here is centigram. So my starting point is going to be here. I'm going to start on grams, because that's what I have to start with in the problem, grams to centigrams. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to convert to centigrams. Now, just like in our base 10 numeral systems, if this were a whole number that we were writing down in these place values, and if we thought of this as our ones place, then we would know that these are the larger place values that have a larger value, and over here we have the smaller place values that have a smaller value. So we know that in this case, if we're converting 9 7/10 grams to centigrams, we know that we're going from a big unit of measure to a small unit of measure. Because grams is right here in our chart, and we're going to centigram. This is where we're going to end up when we convert. We're starting at grams. We're going to end at centigrams. So this is a larger unit of measure than centigrams. Big to small. We know in class that when we go big to small, it means multiply all. The question is, multiply by what? Well, just like in our base 10 numeral systems, we know that this digit right here, if there was a number right here, is 10 times larger than this digit when those two digits are the same. The metric system is the same way. This unit of measure is 10 times larger than this unit of measure, and this unit of measure is 10 times larger than this. So when you move two place values away in your place value system, you are saying that this place value is 10 100 times larger, or 10 to the second power larger than this place value. So when you start here and go here, since you're moving two places values on the place value chart, we are multiplying by 10 to the second power, or multiplying by 100. So when I take 9 7/10 and multiply that by 10 to the second power, or 100, each of my digits in my original number are going to become 10 times larger than they previously were. So this 9 that is currently in the ones is going to move to the hundreds place. The 7 that's currently in the tenths is going to move to the tens place. Well, another way to think about that is to think about the decimal moving. As my place values increase by 100, by 100 times larger than they were, my decimal ends up moving two place values to the right. So I move it once, it goes on the other side of the 7. I move it a second time, I have to annex a 0 in order to move it because I have no more place values left. So my final answer of 9 7/10 times 10 to the second power is 970. That's why 9 7/10 grams equals 970 centigrams. I moved 2 place values to the right, and so did my decimal. Move 2 place values to the right because I'm multiplying by 10 to the first, 10 to the second power.